Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today is the third video of the Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge that I am participating in with Jessica over at Paper Terrace. I already had a shop with me and the haul videos, so if you would like to see those videos, I will have them linked down below as well as up in the iCards there. And so for today, I wanted to start making my pages for my journal. And so if you had seen my haul video, I picked up this drawing pad, and I also picked up some yellow paint and some yellow glitter glue. So I wanted to play around with these and try and come up with some different patterns, and I want to try just some scraping of paint. I've seen this like on Instagram and well, more Pinterest, but they're like the little TikTok videos, but it's on Pinterest. So I have this scraper. It's called a little chiseler, but you could probably use like the side of a plastic ruler or just a piece of cardstock, hard cardstock. So I'm just going to pull out a piece here. I have some parchment paper down so I don't get the paint all over the place. And I was just going to put some dollops of the yellow and the glitter glue on just randomly over the page, and then use my scraper and just kind of scrape it, and just whatever it comes up with is what it will be. So I'll do a couple like this. And then I'm going to try and do some painting of just lemons. If you hadn't seen my other two videos, I am doing a lemon theme for my journal. So that is why I'm using the yellows, and I'm going to be doing some lemons. So let's see. I'm going to use my brush here just to do some dabbing, or so I could get it out. Just random little globs. Now this is kids paint, so it's probably tempera paint. So it's not super thin, so that's good. And I could probably use this and water it down and make it a dye to dye my papers as well. So that'll be cool. This is gonna get kind of messy, but I'll get it cleaned up. And then I'll just squirt the glitter glue out into spots. So it's just playing right now, just to experiment, see what we come up with. I'm going to start with that and see what we come up with here. So I'm just going to take this straight edge here and just go straight down. Well, the glitter glue just kind of spreads out. Kind of goes away. Well, actually it is spreading out, and I can see some glitter, but it's just not very dark. It's just more of a clear. I'll go this way. Do some pattern. This way. I think that if you had like 2 or 3 colors, that would be really cool to do this. But since I'm just, maybe if I had a green, but I don't think they had a good green there. It was like a dark green. If they had had like a really light color, that would have been pretty. I think I like that, but I'm going to use the glitter glue and just do lines of glue so that when it dries, there'll be more glittery, darker glittery spots. I'm just gonna go in like this. Kind of smooth it out, but there'll be more concentrated parts with glitter. It's hard to see now, but I think once it dries, it'll be really pretty. And I've never done this before, so I don't know if this will dry flat, that glitter part, but I'm gonna leave it in lines like that and we'll see how that turns out. So I'm gonna put this one to the side and get a fresh paper and we'll try something different. Alright, I have a fresh sheet, and when I was over at my kitchen counter laying out the previous page, I have this cut half of a lemon that we kind of used to put down the garbage disposal just so it doesn't stink. So it's kind of dried out, and so I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna use it as a stamp. So try that here with the yellow paint. I'm gonna move this around a little bit. Make sure it's on there. Kind of dab it off, so let's see. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. This is going to be cool because I didn't really find any gift wrap or any kind of scrapbook paper at the Dollar Tree that would work. I just can't squeeze it too hard because the juice will come out. Okay, let's put some more paint down here. This is so fun. I feel like I'm in preschool doing my apple dabbing, fruit dabbing. I'll go off the edge. More here. Alright. Whoop, that one got a little too chunky. Pick up some of that paint. Too much paint there. And I think some of the lemon juice is squeezing out too. I bet if you put this in a low heat oven and kind of let it dry, or dry it out like several days to where it's hard. But this is gonna work, definitely. Alright, I think that's good. You kind of see lemon impression on there. So I'm going to get a fresh sheet and we'll do something else. Alright, a new sheet, and I'm going to try just painting lemons, like full lemons on here. Maybe some wedges, and then I'm going to go in with a black marker, and like a thin marker, and add some details to it. So let's see here. Just kind of do a swirly, make it a lemon. That kind of looks like a Like an onion. Okay, let's round it a little bit more. So we want this to be lemons, not onions. Does that look okay? Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm gonna do them all in different directions. This will be cute. Leave in the comments if you're going to be joining in on this challenge and what your theme is going to be. And you can also tag me on Instagram if you're doing a video or just a post of what you're making. I'd love to see what you're working on. So we'll do kind of a partial one over here on the edge. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to let this dry and see if I need to add detail to it. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do, I have this little cake pan. This is a cake pan from the Dollar Tree, and I use these. It's great for coffee dyeing my paper. I just put the water and usually use the instant coffee and dip and soak my papers. I always fold my papers in half, but if you wanted to get like a 9x12, you could totally use that. I have a glass one that I've used sometimes if I don't want the folds. But anyways, I put a little bit of water in there, about 1/2 inch, and I'm going to add some glitter glue and the yellow paint in here and see if I can make a dye. Just water down the paint a bunch and see if it works to dye the paper. Last year, if you watched my YouTube or my video for the Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge, not last year, but let's see, whenever it was, I think 2018, when we did the first Junk Journal Challenge, I used some of the sugar-free drink mixes from the Dollar Tree, and that works really well. Like the red, and you can get different ones. I think the blue may work well. I can't remember. I know there was one that didn't work well. It may have been the purple, like the grape flavor. That doesn't work because it's not purple. It's kind of a brownish color. So I'm going to add some glitter in here. And the waters down the glue. it does dissolve, so that's good. So I'm going to see if this is a good thickness or concentration, I suppose. I think we let that sit. I'm going to let this sit for like 15 minutes. I'm going to try one and see after 15 minutes if it dyes the paper. Push it down in there. See if this works. If not, I'll just do like I'll paint it on, but add some water while I'm painting and do it like a watercolor effect to get my solid yellow background. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for 15 minutes and I'll be back. Alright, so while that's soaking, I decided I wanted to do just a lined pattern, like a kind of like a gingham pattern or a plaid pattern. So I'm just gonna use my straight paint and do lines. Lines down. And then I'll go in different directions as well. Just so I have a variety of patterns. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. I think I'll bring in our lemons and try and add some detail with that. Alright, I just have a regular black ink pen. It's a Paper Mate Ink Joy. It writes pretty smoothly, and I'm just going to go around and outline the lemon and then add some dots. Let's see if this works. And just add dots along the side. That little woolly thing down there. And then I'm gonna take, after I'm done here, I'm gonna just add a little bit of glitter so it'll have like a reflection or whatever. This will be cool. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do, I did figure out those wedges. I had the lines going the wrong direction, so added those in, as you could see, and I'm just going to take the glitter glue now and go along the other side just to add a highlight there. And you probably won't be able to see it on camera because it's just kind of clear, but I'm just going to add some glitter. That. And probably smooth it out a little bit with my finger. I'm only making one of these, so I mean, to make one page like this, sure it takes a little bit of time, but really not a whole lot of time. If you're just making one, I think it's just fun to create. And it'll dry, it'll look a little bit better than what it looks like right now. Alright, I'm going to let this dry and I'll be back with everything. Let's check on real quick before I go on. Let's check to see how this is doing. I added a few more in and it looks like it does take the dye. I mean, it's not super concentrated on the page, but it is accepting it okay. It'll be just a really pale yellow. But I'm going to let this soak for quite a bit longer, and I'll show you how it turns out at the end of this video. You'll see everything together, and hopefully you were able to join me in on this process with whatever theme you're doing. But I'll fast forward a little bit here and you'll be able to see everything that I made. Alright, so I just wanted to show you how everything turned out. Here are the lemons that I painted and highlighted with the pen. Here is the plaid paper. I actually added a couple other pieces, and I did some paper marbling. And then here are the pages that were just dyed with the watered down paint and glitter glue. And it's really light. And what I ended up doing was, you can see here where it's a little bit darker on this side, but after I let them soak for probably an hour, and then after I pulled them out and laid them down on some plastic on my counter, I dipped a paper towel into the dye mixture and then sprinkled it and squeezed it over the top to add a little bit more color to it. But it's super light, but I think it still gives the same effect as like coffee or tea stain, just with the yellow. So that, I like that. And I don't know if you can see the glitter, but it did leave the glitter all over both sides. You can see it a little bit more right there. And then here is the first piece that I made, where we scraped the paint and the glitter across the paper, so that turned out really cool. And then here are the lemon slice stamps that I did. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, leave me a comment and subscribe, and I'll be back to work on the book, probably the cover of the journal. So just follow along if you haven't seen my first two videos, the Shop With Me and the Dollar Tree haul. I'll link those down below as well. So I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.